costumes out on New Year's Eve.
I thought you and I could do our Charlie Chaplin sketch for Chris's party tonight.
Oh, I don't know. Do you think Chris's gang would like it?
Well, we were a smash at the PTA Carnival. We got more applause than Flora Peabody's homemade divinity fudge.
Well, if we're going to do the skit, we'll need 2 men to do it with us.
Well, we'll get 2 of Chris's boyfriends to help us.
Oh. It's too bad we canceled our New Year's dates with Eddie and Harry. I still don't see why we had to cancel our dates.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Viv, this is a party for teenagers. You don't want any older people around.
Well, what about us?
We're not people, we're mothers. Oh, Viv.
What's the matter?
You're gonna have to take over the balloons. I gotta get my eyeballs back in my head. Oh, yeah, just a minute, Chris. Whew. Golly. Hi, honey.
Hi. Hi, Viv.
Right, Chris. Did you get everything?
Uh-huh. Confetti, horns, noisemakers, paper hats.
What about the new net for the ping pong table?
Mom, I decided we're not going to play ping pong.
Oh? Well, I guess you have enough going for you with the charades, the 20 questions, and the musical chairs.
Mother, those are children's games.
They are?
Yes.
Well, all right. I guess there's enough with dancing and refreshment and entertainment.
Entertainment?
Yeah, I thought your gang would get a kick out of us doing our silent movie sketch.
Your silent movie sketch?
Uh-oh. I think Flora Peabody better start buttering those fudge pans.
But, Mom, the kids may not know who Charlie Chaplin is.
Well, just tell him he's the Stone Age Soupy Sales.
Mom, we really don't need entertainment. All we want is dancing and refreshments.
Okay, dear, it's your party. Oh, wait a minute. Jerry! Sherman! Wait till you see what I have planned for the stroke of midnight. Where's Jerry?
He won't come down.
Why not?
He says he feels silly.
Jerry, come down here.
Yeah.
Aren't they adorable?
I feel like a perfect fool. If you ask me, I think it's square.
For once, I agree with my sister.
I think it's corny, too.
Am I the only one that thinks it's cute? All right, forget it, kids.
Thank goodness.
Mom? Yes, honey?
We still get to stay up to midnight, don't we?
Oh, of course you get to stay up till midnight. A promise is a promise.
What happened?
Oh, Lucy, why did you do a thing like that?
Oh, Viv.
I just cannot blow up another balloon. I'll black out.
Wouldn't it be easier if you used Jerry's bicycle pump?
Oh, why didn't I think of that? I'll get it. It's in the garage. But don't stop, Viv. Come on now, we got a lot to do.
Okay.
Aunt Viv,
Yes?
before Mom gets back, could I talk to you woman to woman?
Sure, honey, sit down. What's on your mind?
Well, you know, this is the first boy-girl party I've ever had. And I'd kind of like to run it my own self and just have my own gang here. Oh, and I was wondering, I don't know how to say this, Aunt Viv, but... well,
Just a minute, dear. Maybe I can say it for you. Would you like to be giving your own party without the assistance of a certain mother hen and her best friend?
how did you know?
I was looking at your face when Captain Kangaroo was running amok.
Gee, Aunt Viv, your choice.
Thanks.
I sure hope Mom takes it as well as you do.
Oh, honey, she'll understand.
You really think so?
No.
That's what I was afraid of. Well, I'll just have to come right out and tell her, I guess. I'll just say, Mother?
Yes, Chris?
Oh.
What is it, honey?
I guess if we're not going to do the skit, I'll just put these things back down in the basement in the trunk.
Okay, dear.
Mother, there's something I want to talk to you about.
What is it, honey?
Well, you know, this is the first boy-girl party I've ever had, and I think it's important that I learn to be a hostess by myself.
Well, don't you worry about a thing, honey. I'm going to be here every minute to help you do it by yourself.
Mother, can I be absolutely frank with you?
Sure, honey.
Well, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but there's someone I don't think will fit in at the party tonight.
Oh, so that's it. Well, you just forget it, honey. I understand.
You do?
Sure.
Oh, gee, Mom, you're wonderful.
Well, I don't blame you a bit. I wouldn't want my little brother at my party either.
But, Mom.
Don't say another word. Don't worry about it for a minute. I'm going to call Peter Newgard's mother, and I'm going to have her invite Jerry and Sherman to stay overnight.
Mom, they're not the only ones I had in mind.
Oh? Well, now, I figured that she'd be lots of fun. But if you don't want Aunt Viv, I'll explain it to her.
Well, I don't mean Aunt Viv either. But you're getting warmer.
By George, Chris. You know, I just remembered that I have a previous engagement, and I'm not going to be able to come to your party tonight.
Mom, you're the greatest.
You sure you'll be able to manage all by yourself?
Sure I can.
You have to get a chaperone, you know.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Gee, it's too bad you're my mother. You're so nice, I'd invite you to my party.
Well, now, maybe I could get out of my previous engagement.
Mother.
Oh, okay, it was just a suggestion. Yeah, Harry. Well, there's been a change in plans, so I'm free for the evening. Uh-huh. Oh? Well. Well, I understand. What can I say? Yeah. Well, Happy New Year to you, too, Harry.
Harry's busy, huh?
Yeah, you know where he's going to be New Year's Eve?
Where?
Right here. Chris asked him to chaperone her party.
How come she asked Harry?
Because he's available, he's lots of fun, and he's not her mother. Did you call Eddie?
Yeah, I called Eddie. He's busy, too. He's entertaining an out-of-town client.
Swell.
Eddie said to wish you a Happy New Year.
Harry said to wish you Happy New Year, too.
Thanks.
You know something, Viv? I think we just had our New Year's Eve party.
Well, I guess it won't hurt us to stay home for once and go to bed early.
We can't stay home.
Why not?
Because I promised Chris that she could have her gang here all by themselves and we wouldn't come home until midnight.
What are we going to do till midnight?
Oh, I don't know. We'll think of something.
What?
Well, how about going to Times Square?
In that crowd? Whoosh.
Yeah. How'd you like to go to a movie in the village and then have a banana split afterwards? How's that sound?
Dull and fattening.
Well, we could always drive around the country roads and honk the horn for 3 hours.
No, thanks.
Oh, I know where we'll go. To the Elm Tree Inn. I saw their ad in the paper. For $5, you can get dinner, a floor show, dancing, paper hats, noisemakers.
Men?
No. No, they didn't mention men.
Well, then I'm not going. I am not going to go to the Elm Tree Inn on New Year's Eve without a date.
Who says we're not going to have dates? We are going to be with the 2 most attractive men in town.
Oh, my, that was good.
Waiter! Oh, waiter!
Yes, sir?
Another round of dessert.
Yes, sir. Another round of dessert.
Oh, not for me, thank you. 2's my limit.
Not for me either. One thing I'm not going to do is waddle into the new year.
Are you girls having a good time?
Oh, we're having a marvelous time.
This is the nicest New Year's Eve I ever spent.
Me too.
Thank you.
Hey, it's 9 o'clock already.
Oh, my, how the time does fly when you're out with such interesting men.
Boy, staying up for New Year's Eve, eating in a restaurant, and having 3 desserts. Isn't this neat?
Yeah, how long has this been going on?
Would you care to dance?
I'd be delighted to dance.
Excuse me, it's not the company.
dance?
Oh, sure. As soon as they play some dance music.
This is dance music.
It is?
Sure, it's a foxtrot.
That must be a new dance. I only know the twist and the Watusi.
The whatsy?
The Watusi.
Well, I think we better stick to the foxtrot. Come on, it's easy to learn.
How do you like the foxtrot?
It's awful. I'd sure hate to be a fox.
Nah, you were doing fine.
Hey, now we can do the Watusi.
I don't know how.
No, we've never watched two seats.
It's a cinch. Just watch me.
Yeah, and you just watch me.
Well, they were fun while they lasted.
Yes,
Oh, come on. Now, don't you conk out on me. It's just a little past 10.
I don't think I can make it. I really don't think I can make it till midnight, Lucy. I'm exhausted from all that dancing. I don't see how those Watusis do it. That's Eddie.
How are you, boy? It's a good to
Sheriff,
see you.
sit down with us,
Oh,
Eddie.
thank
That's
you
so
very
nice.
much.
What happened to your out-of-town guest?
Well, he insisted that I take him to celebrate in Times Square, and he got lost in the mob.
Oh, isn't that too bad?
Not at all. I lost him on purpose so I could be with you, Tootsie.
How'd you know we were here?
Well, I stopped by the house, Harry told me.
Oh,
And I have a message from Chris.
what is it?
Help.
What?
I'm afraid her party is a big dud.
Oh, aren't they having any fun?
Aren't they dancing?
Now, Chris said half the boys didn't know how, and the other half were too bashful.
Oh, dear.
When I left, Harry had a darning needle, and he was trying to patch up the ping pong net.
Viv, we gotta go home and help her.
Well, what we do, Lucy?
Well, we'll do the silent movie sketch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, Eddie can play my boyfriend, and we get Harry to play the
Yeah.
waiter.
I
huh?
can play your boyfriend.
Yeah, I'll tell you all about it on the way home, darling. Honey, wake up, darling.
I almost fell asleep.
Jerry, honey, come on, wake up.
Is it New Year's yet?
Not yet, honey.
Boy, it takes forever.
Yeah.
Come on, boy.
What's your mother gonna do anyway?
It's a sketch she and Aunt Viv did at the PTA last semester.
Chris, dear,
Yes, Mom?
we're ready, honey.
Okay. Kids, listen. And now for some entertainment. I'd like to present a silent movie sketch put on by my mother and her friends. Will you all please be seated? Just sit anywhere. My mother plays the part of Charlie Chaplin. My Aunt Viv plays the beautiful girl. As the scene opens, the beautiful girl is seated in a restaurant finishing her dinner.
It's midnight! Happy New Year!
What'd your sister have to say in her letter?
What letter?
Well, when I went to the market this morning, I picked up the mail, and there was a letter from Marge.
Well, I didn't get it. Where is it?
I gave it to Chris.
Now, Chris.
Well, I gave it to Sherman. I gave it to Jerry. Uh-oh.
Well, Jerry.
I left it in my lunchbox.
Well, I hope this group realizes the penalty for tampering with the United States mail.
Oh, Mother.
I'm sorry, Mom, but I got a little of my lunch on it.
Apparently, neither snow, nor rain, nor peanut butter can stay these couriers from their appointed rounds. Oh, it's from New York.
She must be back from her honeymoon.
Yeah. Oh. She says she and Huey adored the wedding present I sent them.
What'd you finally send them?
An authentic Victorian fatui.
What?
A fatui.
What's a fatui?
It's an antique chair. I found a darling little gold opera chair over in Wilton. You know, Marge just adores antiques.
Well, there's one good thing. I'll bet they didn't get 2 fatuis.
Oh, and listen to this. Married life is simply marvelous. We're the happiest 2 people in the world.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, but I still wish Marge and Huey hadn't run off and eloped at the last minute.
Oh, what's the difference, Lucy, as long as they're happy?
Well, I had such a wonderful wedding planned for them. Remember? Chris was going to be bridesmaid and Jerry was going to be ring bearer.
Oh, I'm sorry they eloped, too. My dress was dreamy.
I'm glad they eloped, so I didn't have to carry that old pillow and wear that sissy suit.
What are you complaining about, Jerry? I rehearsed 3 whole weeks for nothing. I was going to play and sing Oh, Promise Me.
Maybe that's why they eloped.
Never you mind, young man.
Mother, may we be excused?
Yeah, but right upstairs and do your homework.
All right.
You
Both
do
of
your
them.
homework, too, now, Sherm, huh?
Okay.
You know, maybe I ought to keep in practice. Just keep on practicing Oh, Promise Me.
Why?
I might pick up odd jobs with the Justice of the Peace.
Oh, Phil.
Oh, promise me that someday you and I will meet together in that distant sky. What's the matter with you? Oh, I forgot about you and weddings.
Can I help it if I'm the sentimental, mushy type?
Lucy, am I going to have to hide the society section of the paper again this June so you won't be going around all puffy-eyed?
No. But I just wish that Marge and Huey had let me give them that formal wedding.
Don't you think it's about time you forgot that?
Yeah, I guess so. After all, the important thing is that they're happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get it. Marge! Honey, we just got your letter. We were just talking about you.
Marge! Oh, it's so good to see you. We just read your letter.
Honey, we're so delighted to hear that you're so happy. Marge, honey, what's the matter?
I'm so unhappy.
Oh, Marge, what happened, honey? What happened?
Huey and I had our first fight.
Oh, dear, you poor baby.
Huey's a beast. I knew it when I first met him.
Well, then why did you marry him?
Because he's such a cute beast.
Marge, honey, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
What?
This never would have happened if your marriage had gotten off on the right foot.
What do you mean?
You should not have eloped. You should have let me give you a formal wedding.
Oh, come now, Lucy. Ralph and I had a big formal garden wedding, and we had a fight before we got past the petunia bed.
Anyway, it was Huey's idea to elope. You know, he's kind of shy, and the idea of a big wedding sort of scared him.
Well, I don't care. I think we should have a formal ceremony if we ever see Huey again. When you see Huey again.
Please, if you don't mind, I don't want to talk about Huey or wedding.
All right, honey, I understand. Why don't you go upstairs and lie down, relax a little bit. I'll get your bag. You take my room, honey.
Then after you get rested up a bit, dear, come on down and watch television with us. There's a good movie on.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What movie's on?
Father of the Bride.
Oh, you're a big help. I just remember there's a big framed picture of Marge and Huey on my dresser. I'll try to sneak it off before she sees it. She saw it. I'm coming. Huey, what are you doing here? It's 4 in the morning.
I feel terrible about that little spat. I never fight with anybody. I don't know what came over me. If she'd only forgive me, I'd promise Marge is here, isn't she?
Yes, she's here.
Oh, thank goodness.
Who's ringing the bell this time of night? Oh, Huey!
Huey!
Marge! Oh, Marge. It was all my fault, sweetie pie.
Oh, no, it was my fault, honey bun.
Can you forgive me, cream puff?
Of course I forgive you, sugar love.
Oh.
Isn't that sweet?
Sweet is almost fattening.
Oh, well, come on, honey. Get dressed and get your things. We're going home.
Oh, no. There's no point in you going all the way back to New York tonight. Stay here until tomorrow.
Well, we might as well. Tomorrow's Saturday, and you don't have to go to work.
Yeah, that's right. Tomorrow is Saturday. I have the most wonderful idea. Why don't we have a wedding for you two?
A wedding? We're already married.
No, I mean the wedding that we planned for Marge with her family and loved ones around. A real wedding with all the trimmings.
Oh, what do you think, Huey?
Oh, honey, you know how I feel. I hate a big fuss and a lot of confusion and people around. I think a wedding is kind of private.
Well, if you'll pardon my saying so, Huey, if your marriage had had the right beginning, you wouldn't be having the trouble you're having right now. I say, if you'd had the right beginning, you wouldn't be having this trouble right now.
Oh, Lucy, that had nothing to do with it. We fought over the most ridiculous thing.
What?
Viv.
Well, it all began with one of our presents. Someone sent us the most impractical gift in the whole world.
Huey!
Oh, honey, they're family. What's the harm in telling them we got a stupid little gold chair that I'm not even allowed to sit on? It's got the silliest name. It's called a spadoodle? Or a faluki?
It's a fatui.
Yeah, that's it, a patooey. Oh, boy.
Huey, you apologize to my sister.
Lucy, I'm sorry. I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, really, sis? I love that fatui. And you do too, don't you, Huey?
Oh, I do. I mean, I do.
You really mean it?
Oh, I do. Lucy, can you forgive me?
Well, I'll forgive you on one condition.
Anything you say.
That you let me give you that wedding.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on, Huey. It wouldn't be so bad.
Now, it's nothing to worry about. It's just a little simple home wedding without a lot of fuss, and we'll only invite the family. Now, you two go on upstairs and get some sleep so you'll be bright and fresh for your wedding.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, aren't they cute?
Yeah.
Where do you think you're going?
Back to bed. Where else?
Viv, we have a lot of work to do. We're getting a wedding this afternoon.
Lucy, it's 4 in the morning.
Exactly. We're lucky we're already up. Now we're going to have to to use every minute we've got to pull things together before all the guests arrive.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, all the guests? I thought you told Huey you were just going to invite family.
That's all I'm going to invite, but if you stop to think about it, we have a huge family. Now I've got to ask my brother Fred and his wife Zoe and their children. And then I'm going to have to ask Uncle Cecil and Aunt Cleo and Paula and Jack Carter.
Now, wait a minute. The Carters aren't family.
Well, they're practically family.
Lucy, how many people do you plan to invite?
Well, by paring the list down and stepping on a few toes, I might be able to get it down to 35 or 40.
Lucy, you told Huey that
Now,
you were
Viv,
just...
we don't have time to quibble. We're going to have to make cakes. We're going to have to make the punch, order the flowers, rent that pump organ again, call all the people, and wash our hair and clean the whole house.
Now, wait a minute. You told Huey we weren't going to make a big fuss.
How can you not make a big fuss with all those people coming? Now, Viv, don't just stand there. Get out in the kitchen and make a 6-tiered wedding cake. There, how's the punch coming?
Be ready as soon as I get all the fruit cut up and put it up.
Huey, where have you been?
I got a bouquet from Marge, went home and got a suit.
Why did you do that?
Well, I couldn't have been married in my pajamas.
You'll have to excuse me, Huey. I got a million things on my mind.
Say, can I put this in the refrigerator?
Yeah, if you can find room.
Thanks. Say, isn't that a lot of cake and punch for just your family?
Well, you might as well know, Huey. You married into a long line of sweet tooth.
Lucy, where's the ladle for the punch bowl? Where is it?
Drawer. It's in that drawer.
Which drawer?
That drawer there, where it's always been.
Okay. Where's the polishing cloth? The polishing
In
cloth.
one of those drawers, I don't
Which
know.
one?
I think it's in the same one where the ladle was.
Oh, it was in this drawer. Why didn't you say
All
so?
right, I didn't know. I don't know. I was just guessing at it.
What are you taking, Huey?
Tranquilizer to calm me down.
Oh, Huey, you don't have anything to worry about. Harry Connors, our next-door neighbor, is going to be your best man, and he takes care of all the little details. Oh, I forgot a little detail.
What?
I forgot to invite Harry.
Not to invite Harry.
Yeah, I'll go over and ask him now. I want to borrow his candlesticks. Anyway.
Candles! I gotta go back to town and buy the candles.
You forgot to buy candles?
Well, you forgot to
How can
buy
you have a wedding, for heaven's sake, without candles?
For heaven's sake, I tried to invite... I was gonna buy them.
Girls, hold it. Will the two of you hold it? Will you calm down? I think you both better have one of these tranquilizers.
I've never had one of those. I don't want...
I haven't either. What do they do to you?
Just relax you a little.
Relax you. Take one. Let's go. I'll open the door. I was open the door.
Hi. Good grief. Look at all the chairs. Who did she invite? The entire cast of Ben-Hur?
We've got to get ready.
Okay. Honey, you go ahead. I'll be up in a minute. I forgot something in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Viv, I got my hair washed. And it's only 2 o'clock, and our guests don't arrive until 5, so we're just doing fine.
Fine. All we have to do is decorate the cake and get dressed. We're all ready.
That's right. Did you ever see Marge's wedding ring?
What are you doing with it?
I had to give it to Jerry to put on that little pillow.
Oh, isn't that pretty? To Marge from Huey,
May our love... There! Oh, now, baby. You shouldn't be reading a thing like that. That's private. Now look what you've done.
Well, you knocked it out of my hand.
And I can't even see the bottom. You've got so much fruit in there.
Well, now, don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. I'll just scoop around with this ladle. We'll find it. Here, hold, give me a cup. Give me a cup.
Any luck? No, it's not in here.
Don't pour that in the sink. I spent all morning making that.
Well, I can't put it back in the bowl. I have my fingers in it.
Well, drink it.
Okay, I'm thirsty anyway. Oh, boy, that hit the spot. Anything?
Uh-oh.
Did you find it?
Wait a minute. No, but we're getting warmer.
You think between the two of us we could find it?
That's the best punch I ever made. Likewise. Lucy.
What?
I feel a little funny.
What do you mean? How do you feel funny?
Well, kind of, lightheaded, you know. I'll bet it's that tranquilizer.
Boy, you know, Viv, this punch is a lot better than the punch you made last time. I think you must be using better fruit.
Thank you, Lucy. Does have a kind of a tang this time, doesn't it? Hey, Lucy, you forgot to look for the ring.
Not in there. Boy, I'll say one thing. Huey said these pills would relax me, and boy, am I relaxed.
Me too, they're marvelous. We'll have to get some of those pills from our pharmacist.
What's that thing doing in there? Somebody's wedding ring.
Well, who could have been so careless?
Boy, am I relaxed.
Lucille, we have to decorate this wedding cake, you know.
Why?
For the all the family and the guests and the wedding. Lucy?
What?
Remember how nervous we were the last time Marge and Huey got married?
I guess it's better the second time around. So choose your weapons. Well, what do you want to make? Roses or doves?
I think I'll make the doves.
No, I think I better make the doves, because as I recall, the last time you made doves, they weren't very pretty, honey. In fact, they were more like ugly dublings.
You're a riot, girl. Ugly dugglings.
How does this thing work?
You just plunge that plunger in the back and dump.
It works.
Now then,
I'm going to put the prettiest dove you've ever seen up here.
you do that, honey. Ah, there's.
Now, that's the way a dove should look.
That's a dove? Looks more like a buzzard.
So it's a large dove. Oh, boy, making doves, that gets you awful thirsty, doesn't it?
Lucy,
What?
you want me to write their names?
Whose name?
The girls, Marge and Huey.
Oh, yeah, would you, honey? You have such a lovely handwriting.
You gonna let me write your sister's name? I
Yeah.
thought you would want to write that all by yourself.
No.
You know that you're very good to me. Very good. There isn't room to write all those names.
Well, then we'll make room.
Right there's Marge.
Oh, honey, you spell Marge with 3 G's.
I'm so sorry.
Well, you know there's only 2.
What's the matter with me?
Well, now cross one out. You haven't done any harm. Just cross it out.
And Marge and Huey. And I'll dot the R. That's got it.
Oh, that's beautiful,
Isn't that
honey.
pretty?
Yes.
Now,
No, it's all right. I'll get my own. You're going to have to finish the borders, and I'm going to take care of all the little people.
all right. Oh, I am making a border like you never saw in your life. What's the matter, honey?
I can't help it. When I look at these little people going through life's bumpy highway together, I tell you, I worry about them. Yes, I do.
Don't cry now.
Are you finished?
I'm finished
I want to
with the
finish
roses
the
on
top.
But you mind getting me a little drink there?
I've been worrying about her.
The bride and
Oh, promise me, oh, promise me.
How do you feel, honey?
terrible. I'll never take another tranquilizer.
Me either. First time I ever got a headache from relaxing.
It's 5 o'clock. Shall I start the wedding march?
Yeah, but use a soft pedal, will you? I have an announcement to make. I'm sorry, but the bride and groom have eloped again.
Who you writing to this time?
This is a special delivery letter to Senator John R. Dodds.
Not about our fire department problem again.
Yes, the fire department problem again. I think this is the best letter I've written yet.
Well, let's see. Dear Senator Dodds, I feel it is my duty to point out an alarming situation which exists here in Danfield. Because of rezoning in the county, our fire department has been transferred to Ridgebury, many, many miles away.
Yeah.
As a result, in case of a fire, defenseless women and little children will be left helpless to face a flaming inferno. Don't you think you ought to send a record of hearts and flowers along?
Never mind, read on.
Until this outrageous condition is rectified, the least you can do for Danfield is to create a volunteer fire department. Yours very truly, Lucille Carmichael.
Read the P.S., that's the best part.
P.S. I plan to vote for you in the next election. That is, if the polling place hasn't burned down.
That ought to get it.
Oh, now, Lucy, you've already written the editor of the Danfield Tribune, our senator, our congressman, our councilman. Don't you think it's about time you gave up?
No, I don't. Not until I get some action. And I think you should be writing letters, too.
Oh, no. You don't get me to fight City Hall. I think you're wasting your time.
All right, you can do nothing if you want to, but I'm not going to sit around and become the last of the Red Hot Mamas.
Hi, Mom.
Oh,
here they
hi
are.
there,
Oh,
honey.
hi, darling.
How's everything,
Take off
honey?
your jacket.
Give me a
Glad
kiss.
to see you.
Oh.
Did anything interesting happen today at school?
Gosh, yeah. Captain Metcalf of the Ridgebury Fire Department talked to the whole school about fire prevention.
Well, that's more like it.
He said now that we didn't have a fire department of our own, we have to be very careful about fire prevention.
I guess my letter stirred up some action after all.
He appointed us all junior firemen.
Good for you. What do you have to do?
We're supposed to check the fire hazards at all homes.
Good idea.
Come on, let's get started.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Checking fire hazards.
In our home?
Sure. Captain Metcalf says most fires in the home are due to negligence.
Well, we certainly haven't been negligent, but you go ahead and check to your heart's content.
Uh-oh, look at this.
Yeah, that's bad.
What?
This lamp cord is all frazzled.
Well, that's not my fault. I got that lamp at an auction. The cord was like that when I got it.
A violation is a violation.
Look at that.
What now?
A greasy dust cloth.
After using, greasy rags should be placed in a covered metal can.
Very dangerous.
Well, that's her fault. It's her dust cloth.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Just a second. That's her dust.
A violation is a violation.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What are you uh-ohing about?
This.
Well, the wire was broke, so I put some tape around it.
Only qualified electricians should repair wiring.
I can't afford a qualified electrician. I'm a qualified pauper.
A
violation is a violation, yeah.
Come on, Jerry, we've got to check the kitchen.
How do you like that? We're raising a couple of stool pigeons.
Can they put me in jail for a frazzled cord?
Oh, no, they won't put you in jail. They'll probably just condemn your house.
Great.
We just found 8 more violations. And we haven't even been upstairs yet.
Oh, boy. I'll be able to have more violations than any other kids in the school.
How do you like that, they probably get a prize for putting us behind bars. I'll get it, Viv. Yes, sir?
Mrs. Carmichael,
Yes?
I'm Captain Metcalf of the Ridgebury Fire Department.
Oh, won't you come in?
Thank you.
Captain Metcalf, this is Mrs. Bagley.
How do you do,
How
Captain?
do you do? I'm here in behalf of the fire department. It seems that your sons turned in a report at school.
My goodness, you work fast. That report was just turned in this morning.
I know, but when the school principal called the chief on the phone and told him about the report, he said we got no time to lose.
Oh, well, you don't have anything to worry about. We've already fixed every violation.
Really?
Yes, sir. We had an electrician in, and you won't find a frazzled hazard in the house.
No, sir, every little dust rag has been put in a metal can and told to stay there.
Glad to hear it. Do you mind if I look around?
No, go right ahead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See what I mean?
Good. Now, Mrs. Carmichael,
Yes,
this cord here goes to the television set.
that's right.
Where does this other cord go?
Well, that's connected to the, where does that cord go, Viv?
Don't ask me.
Well, now, must go somewhere. Let's see here. Oh, here we are. Goes right over here. Oh, and up there. Right along here. Oh, here we are. Goes right in that extension there.
Where does that extension go?
Oh, well, that goes down here, and, oh, look at that. Goes right across there. That's a pretty neat job, isn't it? Here we are. Oh, yeah. Oh, it goes right in here. Yeah, it goes all the way in here. Oh, yeah. It comes right out there.
I think you're gaining on it.
Oh, here we are. Here we are, right here.
Where does that extension go?
Well, now we'll just find out. Oh, look, these are our baby's shoes. We had them done in bronze. Did you ever do anything like that?
No, I didn't.
Now, see now. We were following a little cord. Let's see now. Oh, yes. Uh-huh, here we go. Up here. Oh. You haven't dusted in there in about 3 weeks, girl. Yeah, it comes right out here, goes right under that rug.
I wonder where the next leg of our little journey will take us.
Well, it's got to end somewhere.
Well, at least you found out where it ends.
Mrs. Carmichael, running cords underneath rugs is dangerous.
Yes, sir.
Now-
Yes, sir.
Now, listen, I don't want to sound strict to you, but the chief has been on my neck. It seems that some nervous Nellie has been writing letters to everybody she can think of. The mayor's been pressing the chief for action, and the chief's been pressing me. This woman must have written to everybody but the president.
Give her time.
What do you mean?
Meet the press.
So you're the one.
Yeah, I'm nervous Nellie.
Now, don't get me wrong, Nellie. I mean, Mrs. Carmichael. You see, I believe in adequate fire protection just like you do. But it's going to take a little time to get this Danfield situation into shape.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you can find better things to do than go around picking on poor, innocent women's plugs.
Indeed Indeed, we are. We're organizing a volunteer fire department right now.
Oh, really? Well, it's nice to know there'll be some men on the job.
Well, actually, since so many men commute to New York, our volunteer fire department will be made up of women.
Really?
And seeing that you are so interested, we hope that you might head our volunteer group.
Well, I'd be delighted.
Oh, she doesn't know very much about putting out fires. She's better at starting them.
Never mind, Viv. Captain Carmichael reporting. When do we start, Chief?
Our first meeting is tomorrow at the old firehouse. Captain?
Oh, well, I'll be there along with my fellow smoke eater Bagley.
Oh, no, you don't. You can eat that smoke all by yourself.
Vivian, how would you like it if, as my first official act as captain, was to write on the side of the firehouse, Vivian Bagley is chicken?
Hand me my helmet.
I have her, and I have about 10 or 12 others, Captain, and I tell you, we are going to be the best
you'll have a
volunteer
snappy
Ladies, you all get your chance. Okay, Thelma, your turn. Down we come, Thelma. Thelma, come on, down the pole. Thelma!
I don't think I can do it.
Now, come on, Thelma. Come down the pole. There's nothing to it. It's really a lot of fun. That's it. Take it easy. Take it easy. You're down, Thelma. You're down. You're down. That's it. You're all right.
There's really nothing to it.
Okay, Viv, you're next. Viv, come down this pole. Viv, this is your captain speaking. This is an order. Vivian, come down here.
I'm down.
You march right up there and come down the pole.
Not a chance.
Viv, that's
Girls,
not
I
nice.
was out there. There's the cutest little stove. We can have hot tea and everything.
Honestly, Viv, that's not nice.
I am not coming down that pole.
I don't.
Well, ladies.
I don't care.
I mean it.
Ladies,
How's
how's it going?
Oh, hello, Chief. Everything's fine. We were just having a little pole practice.
Pole practice?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's fine, Mrs. Captain Carmichael, but you volunteers will be working out of your homes, so you won't have to slide down the pole.
Oh. Well, Chief, I think I told my crew everything that you wanted me to explain to them. But if you have anything else to add, go right ahead.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you'll all step over here.
Step over here, all of you. By instructions.
We'll work out your truck assignments.
Oh, good.
Now, there's room for 5 to stand on each side of the truck.
5.
That's right.
12 of us. Yeah.
Those on the left will have charge of the hose, the extinguishers, and the axes. There'll be an axe for everybody, don't worry. Those on the right will have charge of the ladders. Now, step this way.
Step this way. Step this way. Quiet, girls. Step this way.
2 will ride up front.
Huh?
1 will operate the siren, and of course the driver.
Yeah. Oh.
Now, who's the best driver?
Oh,
Hold it. Who had no traffic violations during the past year? Who had no traffic violations within the past month? Who has a car without a dented fender?
I don't have a dented
Good.
fender.
Oh, that's just because she doesn't have a car.
He didn't ask
Please, Captain Carmichael. Why don't you be the driver during the first month?
Thank you.
After that, everyone can take turns.
Oh, we get to take turns. You promised that now. You let us take the turns.
Now, listen, I think I've had enough for today, so if you'll pick up your uniforms and equipment in the back room, please.
Yeah, okay. Pick up your uniform.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold it. I have a question that I think is quite important.
Oh, what is it?
How do we know when there's a fire?
Oh, that is important.
Yes, that's quite important.
Yeah.
Step over this way.
Step over here. Follow us closely. Pay attention.
Now, one of you ladies will be on duty at all times. When a call comes in and there's a fire, you sound the alarm. And when you hear that signal, get here as fast as you can. Now, it might be a good idea if you all went home and practiced putting on your equipment and uniforms as quick as you can.
Yeah.
The most important thing in fighting fires is speed.
Speed.
I told you that.
Now, I think...
It's fast to fight a fire.
I think you can take care of anything minor, and if anything major comes up, the Ridgebury Fire Department will take care of it.
Oh, good.
So if you pick up your uniforms, you're dismissed.
Oh, fine. Oh, with speed. We go home and practice and get back here in a big hurry.
You think we'll be able to hear that alarm clear over at our house?
Gee, I wonder. I'd hate to miss my first fire.
Yeah. You better find out.
Yep. Make the change that time?
1 minute and 45 seconds.
Oh.
You know, I'll bet we could clip 15 seconds off that if we try. Let's try it again.
Again? Oh, Lucy, I'm exhausted. We've been rehearsing all morning.
All right now, Viv. Come on. Try it just once more, just for me. Please. Now, just relax. Sit back, relax, read the magazine. You know, any ordinary afternoon. Hark! I do believe I hear the signal from the firehouse. I knew it. 1 minute and 28 seconds.
Oh, that's enough. If we cut off any more time, we'll get there before the fire starts.
Well, one thing is very comforting to know, that in case of an emergency, we can be dressed and on our way in 1 minute and 28 seconds.
Oh, that's very comforting.
I think these things are important, Viv. I really do, or I wouldn't have you rehearsing them. I'm the captain. I feel that I have to get these things done to the best of my ability.
Yes, Captain.
You may make fun of them, but I think they're very important. Where are you going?
I'm going to go upstairs and take a nap. I want to see if I can fall asleep in 1 minute and 28 seconds.
I'm going to get some coffee. stealing the keys to the car.
I always know what the keys are. Maybe I'll put them in the book.
Yo-yos. How many yo-yos do these kids have? How do I know what you do with them?
What?
I know where they are.
Where?
I left them in the car in case of fire. Come on. I'm just in such a hurry. I gotta find a part-time job.
Oh, don't tell me your financial position is shaky again.
Well, if I was a company you had stock in, I'd advise you to dump your shares.
Oh, dear. Hey, my old boyfriend is in town.
Who?
Listen to this item in Betty Gillis' society column. Argyle Nelson, mystery man financier, has checked into the Danfield Hotel. Could it be another of his hush-hush million-dollar business deals?
Was he really an old boyfriend of yours?
Yes, he was. He had the seat right behind me in school. Just think, one of the richest men in America sat right behind one of the poorest women in America.
What a shame. You missed being a millionaire by one seat.
Oh, he was a handsomest man, Lucy. I've got a picture of him in my yearbook. Where... Didn't I ever show you a picture of Argyle
You
Nelson?
never mentioned him.
Oh, wait a minute. There he is. Isn't he
Oh,
handsome?
boy.
He was the first boy ever to kiss me.
Really?
Yeah. We were at the movies. That kiss lasted all the way through the feature and the coming attractions.
Wow, that was some kiss.
Not really. Our braces were locked together.
Well, maybe you could rekindle the old fire. Why don't you call him?
Oh, no. He wouldn't remember me. Besides, I hear he's gotten to be some sort of an eccentric.
Oh?
Yeah, he doesn't want to see newspaper people. He won't give out interviews or talk to reporters or anything.
Sounds like a weirdo. Well, money does that sometimes. Boy, you could starve trying to find a job here in Danfield.
Nothing listed, huh?
Well, there's one. I could go to work tomorrow if I wanted to move to Morocco, had a thorough knowledge of thermodynamics, and was a single man under 25.
Hey, here's a job. Too bad you're not qualified.
I am so qualified. What is it?
Betty Gillis says that she can't take her 2 weeks vacation because she can't find anybody to run her society column for her.
That's perfect. Betty can take her vacation, and I can use her 2 weeks' salary to clear up all my bills.
Oh, before you clear up all your bills, you better clear up your head.
What do you mean by that?
The only thing you know about a newspaper is how to fold it for the bottom of a garbage can.
Oh, pooh. If a nitwit like Betty Gillis can run a column, anybody... Oh, hello, Betty, darling. Yeah, this is Lucy Carmichael. Betty, you can start packing for that vacation. Me? No, Betty, I'm not joking. Of course I'm qualified. I was a star reporter on my school paper. Uh-huh. I'm sure I could handle it. Oh, wonderful. Thanks, Betty. Bye-bye. I mean, that's 30. She gave me the job. I'm going to be a big newspaper woman again.
Lucy,
What?
were you really the star reporter on your school paper?
I certainly was. They called me Claire Booth Lucy.
Mr. Foley?
Yes, Calvin.
Here's the proof on page 4.
Oh, good. I'll look it over. Thank you.
Good morning, Chief. I'm Lucy Carmichael, your new society editor. You are the chief, aren't you?
Chief what?
Well, we in the newspaper game call the editor chief.
Well, we play that game a little different. Here we call the editor Mr. Foley.
Oh, one of those, huh? Where is he?
I'm Mr. Foley.
Oh, sorry.
And this is Calvin.
Oh, how do you do, Calvin?
Happy to meet you.
Have your copy in by Monday. Be sure it's double-spaced. And look out for the spelling of all names.
Yes, sir. Mr. Foley.
Yes?
I'm going to need a desk, a telephone, a typewriter, a pencil, and some nice clean paper.
For what? Betty Gillis did all her work at home.
Well, I don't want to work at home. I'd like very much to work here in case someone calls in a hot news flash.
A hot news flash for the society column?
Well, you never can tell.
All right, you can work here as long as you don't bother me. Sit at that desk over there.
Thanks, Chief. I mean, Mr. Foley.
Calvin!
Yes, sir.
Page 4 is okay. You can put it to bed.
Yes, sir.
Stop the press! I'm terribly sorry.
Mrs. Carmichael,
Yes?
just what do you think you're doing?
Well, I wanted to stop the presses. I have a hot item here.
If you will notice, it wasn't necessary to stop the press, since it hasn't started.
I'm sorry.
Just what was the hot item that made you stop the presses?
This, sir.
This here?
Yes, sir.
Lucy Carmichael takes over post of society editor. Lucille Carmichael, veteran news hen, has joined the illustrious staff of the Danville Tribune, subbing for 2 weeks for Betty Gillis as society. This is your idea of a big story?
Well, it is to my friends, and I have a lot of friends.
I assume that you have. Get busy.
Yes, sir. Scoop Carmichael speaking. Oh, hi, Viv. She's one of my leg men. She has a hot item for me. What's that, Viv? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Of course I know how to spell Bagley. B-A-G-L-E-Y. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Viv.
Mr. Foley,
Yes.
I'll give you proof on page 2 while I'm resetting page 4.
Fine, Calvin.
Copy, boy! Sorry.
Another hot item, Mrs. Carmichael?
Well, not exactly, sir. But it is the first time that Vivian Bagley's been invited to play bridge at Audrey Simmons. Well, anyway, sir, nobody else will have this. We've scooped every other paper in town.
There are no other papers in town.
Well, if there were, we would have scooped them.
Mrs. Carmichael?
Yes, sir?
I've got an assignment for you.
Oh, yes, sir. Shoot.
I want you to go to Oak Street and Long Ridge Road.
Oak Street and Long Ridge Road.
That's right.
I got it. What is it, an accident or a bank holdup or something?
No.
No?
I want you to go to the drugstore and get a couple of sandwiches.
Oh, that's an assignment?
Yes, it is. 2 ham sandwiches on whole wheat and 2 coffees black.
2 ham sandwiches, whole wheat, 2 black coffees. Yes, sir.
And hurry up, please.
Yes, sir. You cover for me, Chief, while I'm away.
All right.
Oh, do you want... I just wanted to know if you wanted mustard or mayonnaise. Well, I'll get a little dab of both.
Wow. Where's the big society editor this morning?
Don't ask, just be grateful. We've had the whole morning to ourselves without Brenda Starr.
You're right.
Hi, Mr. Foley. I'm sorry I'm late. I hope I didn't leave you short-handed.
Well, we managed to get along.
Good, good. I'm going to get writing on my next week's column.
Well, already? I mean, why don't you spend a couple of days at home? Don't you think you've earned a rest?
Does Hedda Hopper take a rest?
Mr. Foley, could I see you for a minute?
Hey, what do you know about Hedda Hopper?
Hedda who?
Hopper.
Society editor, shoot. Oh, hi, Audrey. How did you like the item in my column about your dinner party? Well, I thought it was kind of... Oh? You spell Simmons with 2 M's instead of 1? Well, I can't imagine how that happened. What? I'm sorry. I can't hear a word you're saying, Audrey. The press is making such a racket. Can you speak up? Hold on a minute. Wait till I shut this thing off.
Mrs. Carmichael, I've spent 3 long days with you, and I have just one thing to say.
What's that?
You're fired.
Oh, no, Mr. Foley, please don't fire me. I need the job. I need the money to pay all my bills. I owe the milkman, the grocer, the butcher. If you fire me now, you're going to bring on the biggest depression this town's ever known.
I'm sorry.
Please, Mr. Foley, please give me another chance. I know I'll do better.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Carmichael.
Audrey, I'll call you later.
Danfield Tribune. Oh? Oh. Not a chance, huh? Oh. Well, okay. Well, thanks so much for trying anyway. Yes, I'll tell Mr. Foley. Goodbye. That was Argyle Nelson's secretary, and she says that he won't see you or any other reporter.
Now that takes care of that.
Yeah.
Mr. Foley.
Now what?
Mr. Foley, if I get an interview with Argyle Nelson, will you give me my job back?
Nobody gets an interview with him.
I got a connection.
Who is it?
Reporters never reveal their source.
All right. Mrs. Carmichael, you get that interview, and you're back on the paper.
Oh, wonderful.
And I'll find out what he's doing in town.
Yeah.
See if he's been in any big financial things about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, any big business, any big mergers
That's
or anything
right.
like that.
That's right.
Mr. Foley, I can kiss you for this.
Please! A good editor never kisses his reporters.
Oh, hi, girl.
Hi, Luella. I just saw your first column. It was nice of you to say that at Audrey Simmons' dinner party I was radiant in red chiffon. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Viv, you want to do me a favor?
Anything you say, Scoop.
Call Argyle Nelson and arrange an interview for me.
Anything you say, Scoop, except that.
Oh, Viv, please. Please, it's very important to me. I promised Mr. Foley I could get an interview. My job depends on it.
Lucy, I can't call Argie and ask him a favor.
Why not?
We haven't seen each other since the orthodontist pried us apart.
Well, tell him I'm a friend and I just want an off-the-record chat.
Lucy, if you think he'd talk to you off the record, you're off your rocker.
Oh, please, Viv.
I hate to refuse,
It's
but I
very
couldn't do
important
that.
to me.
I just couldn't do it, Lucy. I'm sorry.
Viv. Mr. Argyle Nelson's room, please. Oh, the whole floor? Well, yes, I'll speak to his secretary.
Mr. Nelson,
Yes?
are you expecting a Vivian Tuttle?
Yes, I am. Will you show her in, please?
Yes, surely.
Thank you.
Come right in.
Argie?
Hello, Vivi.
Hello.
Oh, wonderful to see you.
Oh, it's nice to see you.
I'm sorry to be so difficult to see, but you have no idea how I've been hounded by the press.
Oh, really? Must be terrible.
Oh, it is. I once had a nosy reporter use a phony name and a disguise to get to me.
No.
Yes, and they all asked the same question.
What kind of question?
Oh, you know, all about business. Well, you'd be bored to tears.
No, I wouldn't be bored.
Well, I don't want to talk about business. Please sit down.
Oh.
I want to talk about old times.
Oh, yes. Yes, the good old times.
Yes.
You haven't changed a bit.
You have.
Oh. Yeah, well,
for the better.
Gee, your teeth turned out just swell.
Oh, thank you. So did yours.
Oh, thank you.
Say, how's your overbite?
Oh, fine. How's yours?
Oh, great. Oh, we sure did have fun in high school, didn't we?
Oh, yes. Good old Shortbridge High.
No, Short Ridge.
That's what I said, Shortridge.
Oh.
Shortridge High School, named after George P. Shortridge, well-known educator. The principal was Mr. Hadley. The colors were blue and white.
Hey, you have a better memory than I do. Truckee?
Huh?
Well, don't tell me you've forgotten what we used to call you. Truckee.
Oh, no. Sure, why, Truckee, yeah.
I remember the night we called you. We were all doing the Big Apple, and you were so great at trucking, you know?
Oh, yeah, that was me. Truckee Tuttle. Yeah, trucking on down.
You remember what you called me?
Oh, how could I forget it?
Wasn't that the silliest name?
Yeah, the silliest.
Well, nobody but you could give such a funny name.
No, nobody but me.
Imagine, just because my name was Argyle, you called me Socks.
Argyle Socks.
Argyle Socks Nelson.
Argyle Socks Nelson. Oh, boy. I sure was good with those funny names. Yeah. Well, so much for the old times. Now, what about the new times?
No, wait a minute. Do you remember when we were cheerleaders together?
Oh, sure. We were out there every Saturday afternoon just cheering on those fearless fighting...
Blue Devils.
Blue Devils. Yeah, the fighting Blue Devils.
Hey,
yeah.
do you remember the old Shortridge locomotive?
Did that go through town?
Boy, you're funny. Come on, let's do it together. Come on. Shh. A chicka-lacka,
Chicka-lacka. Cha!
Bow,
wow.
Yeah!
Jumping! Oh, boy, do I remember that. Well, that's enough of the old times. Now, let's talk about the new times. What brings you to Danfield?
Well, Vivi, I don't mind telling you because I know it won't go any further.
No, sir.
But one of my corporations is interested in putting in a new shopping center here in Danfield.
Hooray! I mean, by George, we do need a shopping center here in Danfield.
Well, we've made a few surveys, you realize.
You made a survey?
Yes.
How many surveys?
Excuse me, Mr. Nelson.
2 or 3 surveys?
Excuse me, Mr.
Did you look
Nelson.
over the entire town? Is there any part of the town
Baby,
that you were
excuse me.
particularly interested in?
Vivi, she wants to tell me something. Excuse me.
May I
Yes.
talk with you a moment privately?
Oh, of course. Vivi, would you mind waiting in here for a moment? It won't take very long, I'm sure.
Oh, that's all right.
Thank you. Yes?
Oh, I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Nelson. Isn't that Vivian Tuttle?
Well, yes, it is.
Well, there's a woman outside who claims she's Vivian Tuttle.
Oh, no. It's probably a reporter trying to pull a fast one. Boy, they'll try anything.
I'll get rid of her.
No, wait a minute. Just for a change, I'd like to put a reporter on the spot. Send her in and I'll introduce her to the real Vivian Tuttle.
Yes. Come right in.
Thank you. Hi, Argie.
Hello, Vivi.
It's nice to see you after all these years.
Nice to see you, too.
I'm afraid I've come to ask you a favor. It's for a friend. I didn't want to do it at first, but I felt like such a heel. It's so important to her.
You know, that's a very interesting disguise. You look more like Vivian Tuttle than the real Vivian Tuttle.
Huh?
Oh, now, come on. I know you're a reporter.
A reporter? Oh, no, I'm not, Artie. I'm Vivian Tuttle. Yes, I am. I can prove it. Look. I've got something right here in my purse. Look at that.
A clasp-pin from Shortridge High?
I found it at the bottom of my jewelry case.
So what does that prove?
Look at the back of it.
My initials. Where did you get this?
You pinned it on me at the senior prom.
If you're really Vivian Tuttle, tell me the one word you said when I pinned this on you.
Ouch.
Hey, wait a minute. I wonder who that other woman is.
What other woman?
The one in there who claims she's Vivian Tuttle.
Oh, good grief.
You know?
I have an awful feeling it's the friend I'm asking the favor for. She works on a local newspaper, and she was just desperate for an interview.
Then she's a reporter.
Well,
Look, Truckee, do you mind if I teach your friend a little lesson?
Do I mind? She's got it coming.
Truckee, would you mind waiting out here in the reception room?
What are you going to do to her?
Well, you just keep your ear glued to this door.
Let her have it. Let her
sure
have
will. Oh, Vivi, I'm sorry about the interruption.
Oh, that's all right. I suppose it was all about big business and some merger or something.
Oh, no. It was one of those reporters I was telling you about.
Oh?
They caught one trying to sneak in here to see me. So I had him thrown out of the hotel.
You had him thrown out?
You ought to be glad he didn't get in to see me.
What?
Well, something comes over me when I'm in a room with a reporter.
Really?
Yeah, I just lose control completely.
You do?
Oh, it's a terrible thing to see.
What happens?
Well, I remember the last one. He got into the room dressed as a waiter, and then he started to ask some suspicious questions. And that's when I started getting suspicious as to who he really was.
Oh, really?
So I grabbed him by the throat.
Yeah.
And I started to choke the truth out of him.
Did you really?
Yes, and then everything went black. And then I choked him and threw him against the wall.
You did?
Yes, and then I threw him on the floor and I stomped him. Grabbed him by the collar and I dragged him across the floor and I picked him up and
Out the window?
Well, fortunately, he landed on some other reporters. So I got 5 of them at one time.
Oh, well, I gotta go, Artie.
Oh, no, don't go. I never get a chance to talk about old times.
You know?
I don't think I ever told you what you meant to me in the old days. When I was on the school baseball team, why, you never missed a game.
I didn't?
No. I remember I'd be out there pitching, and I'd look up, and I'd see you in the stands, and I'd wave to you.
Yeah? Did I wave back?
Oh, you sure did.
Oh, I was a loyal little rooter, wasn't I? Well, I gotta go.
Aha!
What?
You're an imposter.
Oh, I'm not an imposter.
Yes, you are.
I'm little Vivian Tuttle.
Shortridge never had a baseball team.
They didn't?
No.
You mean I did all that rooting for nothing?
You're a reporter.
No, I'm little Vivian Tuttle.
Oh, no, you're not.
Yes, I am. Cross my heart and hope to die.
I can't stand reporters.
So listen, I'm not a reporter. I'm Vivian Tuttle. Honest, I am. Don't you remember? I'm the one that named you Socks. Argyle Socks. Argyle Socks Nelson. Remember the blue and white colors. Boomalaka, wow, wow, wow. Chicka-lacka, chow, chow, chow.
Yay, Shortridge!
What are you doing here?
I came up here to get an interview for you from him. You sort of beat me to it.
Boy, I haven't had such a laugh in ages.
Well, I'm glad you're laughing. You scared me to death.
Well, you had it coming after that stunt you pulled.
I was only trying to keep my job.
Don't worry, I'll give you the interview.
What?
I'll give you the interview.
You will?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
But remember, it's only because you're such a good friend of Truckee.
Oh, thank you, Socks.
Oh, I sure appreciate it. I sure appreciate it. Hello, Mr. Foley. Stop the presses. Hold the front page. I got that interview you wanted. Here it is. Lucille Carmichael.
gotta take a shower. Do you think she's ever coming out of there?
Well, I certainly hope so, because I have to wash off this beauty mask before it gets hard.
Oh, yeah. Chris is always monopolizing the bathroom. What takes her so long in there?
Oh, you know how teenagers are. If they're not washing their hair, they're rolling it up or taking it down or trying out a new style.
Yeah.
Or brushing it or spraying it or washing out the spray.
Yeah.
Or rolling it up again.
You think she'd come out of there once in a while just to give her roots a rest?
Well, one good thing, while she's in the bathroom, at least she's not tying up the phone.
Oh, can you imagine what would happen if we had a telephone in there?
Good heavens. I wouldn't see Chris until she was old enough to vote. Chris! Oh. I better get out in the kitchen and wash this off.
Yeah. Chris, are you ever coming out of there?
Well, what are you two doing?
Is that you, Aunt Lucy?
Yes, it's me, Aunt Lucy. This is a facial mask I'm wearing to make me look pretty.
Gee, Mom, I thought you looked prettier without it.
Well, thank you, honey. What's come over you two, washing in the middle of the day?
We're going to the Y.
So?
They frown on filth.
Well, I see somebody beat you to the annex.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Lucy, do you think it'd do any good if I called Chris's boyfriend and had him call her? And while they're talking on the telephone, I could rush into the bathroom and stake out a claim in the name of the great unwashed?
No, I'm afraid not.
Mom, we're going to the Y to play basketball.
Okay, darling.
Okay, Jerry, here you are. Now remember, be sure and take a shower before you come home.
Do we have to?
Yes, you have to. We too frown on filth.
But take a shower for me.
You know, Viv, one bathroom is just not enough for 5 people.
Of course it isn't. It never has been.
I'm just going to have to install a second bathroom.
Oh, now, Lucy, we've been over all of that before. You just can't afford it.
Well, there's just one thing that we're going to have to do. You and the boys and I are going to have to come out every morning, jump in the car, put the top down, ride into Danfield, and go through the car wash.
That's a thought.
Hey, you know, I could just put in a shower instead of a whole bathroom. That way it wouldn't cost so much.
Yeah, but Paisley the plumber would still charge you plenty for the labor.
Well, I'm going to call him. Maybe he's having a sale.
Maybe so.
You know, we wouldn't even have to tear down a wall. We could put the shower in that closet in the boys' room.
Hey, you better wash off that facial mask.
Why?
Because in just a few minutes, you're going to be ready for Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Now, don't use all the hot
No, I won't. What? That much to install a shower? Mr. Paisley, if you don't lower your prices, you're liable to bring on socialized plumbing. Well, good day to you, too, Mr. Paisley.
What'd he say?
Just what you said he would say. Boy, these prices. Apparently, the only way to get clean is to be filthy rich. Hey, you know, if I bought the equipment and had a friend install the shower, it wouldn't cost half as much.
If the friend you have in mind is who I think it is, that friend thinks you're out of your mind.
Viv, I wouldn't ask you to do a thing like that.
Thanks.
You don't know anything about plumbing.
Who did you have in mind?
Good old Harry next door.
Oh, now, Lucy, we can't ask Harry to do anything else for us. We're always imposing on him.
That's not imposing. Harry enjoys doing things for us. It feeds his ego.
It seems to me that by now his ego would be as fat as a horse.
Well,
where are you going?
Over to Harry's. The sooner he starts on the shower, the sooner we'll have it. Oh, Harry, hi. I'm sorry.
It's all right. You just dented my bumper a little. Where are you going in such a rush?
I was going over to see you.
Forget it. I'm not there.
Ah, that's funny. You're funny, Harry.
What did you want to see me about?
Oh, well, what'd you come over here for?
To invite you lovely girls to lunch.
Oh, great. Come on, Lucy, let's get dressed.
No, we can't go.
Why not?
Well, don't you remember, Viv? I was going over to Harry's. Don't you remember? I was going to invite him over here for lunch.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was. She was. That's right.
Now, you just sit down, Harry, relax, get nice and comfy, and I'm going to make you your favorite dish, Eggs Benedict.
Hold it. All right, Lucy, what do you want me to do?
Whatever do you mean?
I have learned from bitter experience that any time you offer me anything more than a peanut butter sandwich, you have something you either want repaired, shoveled, lifted, or taken out of a trap and buried.
Well, that just shows you how wrong you can be, Harry.
Oh, Harry, you have such a suspicious nature.
You mean you just want me to have lunch? I don't have to do anything?
Not a thing.
Oh, well, thanks.
Unless, of course, you'd like to show your appreciation by installing an extra shower for me.
I knew it. Install a shower. That's a big job.
Well, Harry, I don't mean for you to do it now while I'm fixing your lunch. I mean, do it next weekend.
Couldn't I just have a peanut butter sandwich?
Harry, it's a snap.
Come on, Lucy. I'm no plumbing expert.
Oh, you're so modest. You know, you're a whiz at fixing stopped-up sinks.
Well, that's a lot different than installing a whole shower. I can't do that by myself.
Oh, well, you'll have help.
Yeah, who?
Well, come in.
Hi, Tootsie.
Hi, Eddie.
Eddie.
Hi, Lucy.
Hey, we were just talking about you.
You were?
Yeah. How would you like some Eggs Benedict?
Yeah. How would you like some Eggs Benedict?
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Just marvelous.
I'm coming.
Hi, Harry.
Hi, Ed.
Want you to meet Joe Melvin. This is Harry Connors.
How are you?
Hello, Joe.
Nice to see you.
Boy, am I glad to see you. I just discovered I don't know a snake from a plumber's friend.
Wait a minute. Hey, where are the girls?
They're out shopping. Why?
My boy, how would you like to get out of this whole ugly mess?
Great, but how?
I've got a plan. You see, Joe here is a plumber from Ridgebury.
Buddy!
Now, would you be willing to put out a little money to get out of installing that shower?
Is it under $1 million?
I'll give you my rock-bottom price.
You got a deal.
All right, my boy, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to tell the girls that Joe here is an old friend of ours who'll do the job for nothing. Then we split the bill, take the weekend off, and the girls don't know the difference. Is that good?
Good. It's inspired.
Do you mind if I ask a question?
No, go ahead.
Why don't you just tell the two ladies the truth?
Because they'd never go for it.
Now, they don't mind us giving up our weekends or breaking our back, but they never allow us to pay you.
After all, they've got their pride.
Oh. Well, look, I better get to work. You guys started paying me the minute I walked through that door.
I'll show you where the shower goes.
Yeah.
It's in the closet in the boys' room.
Now, Harry, remember, we tell the girls that we meant to do the job with Joe. But suddenly you have to take a flight to Honolulu, and I've got a client in town from L.A. And then we stay out of their way for the entire weekend. You got it?
Oh, I gotta hand it to you, Eddie. I always knew you were clever, but you turned out to be positively crafty.
Don't worry, boy. Don't worry.
Well, how's it going, Joe?
Oh, it ought to be finished in an hour or two.
Good. Gee, you must be a good friend of Eddie and Harry's to let them take advantage of you like this.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure.
Do you know how much a real plumber would charge for this?
How much?
Oh, I'd hate to tell you. You know what robbers they all are.
Now, just a minute. Some of my best friends are plumbers.
Oh, well, of course there are good ones and bad ones.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living, Joe?
Well, I'm... Well, what do you think I do?
Well, from the looks of your sensitive hands, I'd say you were a doctor.
You guessed it.
I can always tell.
Yeah.
Well, you can if you don't bother the man.
We won't.
All right, sit down there and be quiet now. He's very, very busy, so be quiet.
Well, there it is, Jerry. A shower right in our room. We won't have any excuse for not washing again.
That's one of the most depressing sights I have ever seen. Hey, Joe, where's the bathtub?
Well, this is a stall shower. There's no tub.
This is different from our other shower.
Then I can get out of using this one on a technicality.
How come?
There's no place to sell my boat.
Joe, where does the water go out?
Oh, right there.
How come it's covered up?
Well, you see, this is a test plug. It has to stay screwed on over the drain until the inspector okays it.
Oh.
What's an inspector?
Now, I told you not to bother the man. Come on, downstairs. Why don't you go out and play or something? Well, how's it going, Joe?
Well, it would go a lot faster if you wouldn't keep coming in here every few minutes asking, how's it going, Joe?
Yeah, I suppose so. Joe, isn't that shower head a little low?
It's the standard height.
Well, it looks a little low to my eye. I think it should be about 5 inches higher.
Look, it's too late to do anything about it now. It's already in.
Yeah, and the way it's in, Joe. That's a pretty sloppy caulking job.
I'm not finished with it yet.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't complain. After all, you are an amateur. Oh, nothing personal, Joe. Say, should you be using that wrench on that?
Just what do you suggest I use?
Well, I think you should use that doohickey right there. You're liable to mar that hardware with that wrench.
How would you like to do this yourself?
Well, now, let's not get huffy.
I'm not getting huffy.
Well, now, for a doctor, you have very nasty bedside manners.
What would you say if I told you I was a plumber?
Well, if you are, you could fool the panel on What's My Line.
Well, it just so happens I am a plumber.
You are not. You're a doctor friend of Eddie's and Harry.
I never saw them before in my life. And the only operation I ever performed was removing a spoon from a garbage disposal.
Well, if you're not a friend, why are you doing this?
Because they're paying me.
They're paying you? Where are you going?
I'm quitting.
If they're paying you, you can't quit.
Lady, there isn't enough money in the world to get me to finish this job. Here.
Wait a minute. What do you want me to do with this?
Finish it yourself with a doohickey.
What's he mumbling about?
He just walked out on the job.
Well, that's a fine thing for a friend of Eddie and Harry's to do.
Friend. He isn't even a doctor.
Who isn't even a friend or a doctor?
I'll bet he isn't even a plumber.
Who isn't even a friend or a doctor or a plumber?
Oh, wait till I get my hands on those 2 sneaks.
What 2 sneaks? Lucy, will you please tell me what you're talking about?
I'll tell you later, while we're finishing the shower.
Wait a minute. What do you mean while we are finishing the shower?
Oh, it won't be hard. Well, there's nothing much to do but hang the door and put in the faucet handles. He was almost finished.
Who was almost finished? The friend, the doctor, the plumber, or one of the 2 sneaks?
Go get out your working clothes and I'll tell you.
Now, Lucy, I've helped you do a lot of things, but I draw the line at plumbing.
Now, Viv, do you want to hear the story about the friend, the doctor, the plumber, and the 2 sneaks, or don't you?
Oh, the things I do to bring a little drama into my life.
Get yourself dressed and hurry back. There. Now, that wasn't bad, was it?
No, as a matter of fact, that was pretty simple.
You know, I don't know why those 2 sneaks didn't do this themselves instead of throwing all that money away on that plumber.
Well, I don't know why they didn't do it either, but I don't know why you're so mad at them for being willing to pay for it. We're willing to have them do it for free.
Well, that's different. One's charity and one's friendship. Besides, do you realize if they hadn't spent all that money on Joe, they could have spent it on us?
You're right. They are a couple of sneaks.
Hey, you get out and turn on the water main. We'll see how this works, huh?
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. You better take this. I think it's going to be a little hard to turn.
Whoa, okay.
Hurry up now.
Are you sure you used the right washers?
Washer?
Yeah, those little round things.
So that's what they were. Oh, dear. Come on in here and help me turn off this water.
Okay, what'll I do?
Well, come on in here. Get a hold of this one over here.
Turn it off?
Yeah, well,
We can't turn it off.
well, tighten them up. Tighten them up.
Okay, let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, gee. Come on now. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh.
What dumb bunny ever... There! You put this door on backwards.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Dad, I just have to watch you every minute. You cats are too busy forgetting to put washers on faucets.
You know, that wouldn't have mattered if you hadn't been so clumsy and done something to that water main.
Well, I wouldn't have broken the water main if you hadn't been too cheap to hire a plumber to come in here and finish this shower.
All right. No sense in fighting. We gotta get some help.
Where?
Well, maybe somebody will come by the house and save us.
Who? Some door-to-door frogman? Start treading! Start treading!
Hey!
Lucy! Oh, you know what? No, I just now thought of something.
What?
Did you pay this month's water bill?
Sure I did.
That was a dumb thing to do.
How did I know this was going to happen?
Oh, well.
I didn't know the water was so high. You know we're going going to have to do? What? We're going to have to kick this door in. We're going to have to break the glass.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay. Go ahead, kick it.
Oh, no, you don't. That's too dangerous. Not that I'm afraid of cutting myself, but the blood might draw sharks.
Viv, huh? Do you think we could squeeze out through the top?
We might not have to. In a few minutes, we'll be able to float out. Oh, Lucy. Hey, girl.
What?
Didn't you say that cover was held on by screws?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to unscrew it.
We're going to have to unscrew it.
Yeah.
We can't. We haven't got a screwdriver.
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Well, now you tell me. Oh, boy. You know, you'd think that the people who designed this thing would prepare for an emergency exit.
I doubt if an emergency like this crops up very often. Are you going to go down there and get it out, Lucy?
Yes.
Come on, you'll get all shriveled if you don't.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm not pre-shrunk.
Get the top off. Get the top off.
Okay.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go. Go. Hang on to me. Hang on to me. Well, hang on to me. That's it. Go. Rip. Hey. Go. Oh, Lucy, you're great. You're great. Oh.
Oh, boy, where's Lloyd Bridges when you need him?
Get the cover.
Yeah.
Get the cover. Ready? Go. Hang on, Lucy. Hang on. There you go. Are you getting it, Lucy? Oh, Lucy, we're safe. We're safe.
Want a cup of coffee, Viv?
In a minute. Lucy, what kind of a house is this? An hour ago, we were awash. Now I want a drink of water and have tried every faucet in the place.
Well, I forgot to tell you, the plumber had to turn the water off while he's fixing the broken handle on the water main.
Oh, swell.
How can you even talk about a drink of water after all we swallowed in that shower?
Well, I can't help it. Apparently, drinking water makes me thirsty.
I'm so sick of that shower, I may never wash again. I may have to learn to lick my paws like a cat.
What plumber did you get, Paisley?
No, Joe.
Joe? How did you ever get him to come back after all he said?
It took all my diplomacy, all my tact, and all my spending money for the next 6 months.
I'd feel sorry for you if I weren't so waterlogged.
I guess I shouldn't complain. You know, all that water could have seeped through the plaster, and I would really have had some expense. So actually, I came out ahead.
Lucy, I want to tell you something. This is absolutely the last time I slip into my coveralls to be an apprentice on one of your dreadful little projects.
Oh, now, these are things we're going to look back on and laugh at one day when we're old and gray.
And from the way things are going, that may be next week.
Well, you'll have to... Oh, too soon.
I'll bet we're going to have to plaster the whole ceiling.
Oh.
Lucy, absolutely not. No.
Now, Viv, listen. You have never learned how to plaster, and it's all you need to round you out, and you'll be a perfect Mrs. Fix-It.
Oh, our ladies volunteer fire department quartet is going to rehearse here tonight. We just organized it. We're calling ourselves the 4 Alarms. You know, 4-alarm fire. Get it?
Oh, that's a cute name.
We think so. And at our age, we could hardly call ourselves the 4 Freshmen.
Aunt Viv, how long do you think you'll be rehearsing?
Oh, all evening. We're going to go up to Albany next week. We're going to enter the annual Ladies Barbershop Quartet Contest.
Oh, well, if you're going to sing here, I'd better go over to Cynthia's to do my homework.
Hey, wait a minute. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean if there are going to be 3 more people who sing like you. Oh, I'd better help Mom with the dishes. Mom.
Yeah, dear.
I think I'd better go over to Cynthia's to do my homework.
Okay, but why?
Well, I don't think I can concentrate with your quartet practicing here all evening.
Well, that's not my stale quartet. I'm not even in it.
You're not? How
No.
come?
They had the nerve to tell me that I don't know how to sing.
Oh, I think you have a lovely voice.
Well, thank you, dear, but apparently I have a voice only a daughter can love.
You sound great in the shower.
Well, I mentioned that, but they said when the water's not running, my voice leaves a lot to be desired.
Well, I'll bet you sing as good as the rest of them.
Well, actually, they've had a lot more experience, you know. Dorothy and Grace sing in the church choir, and Thelma Green says she once appeared in the 3rd Road Company of Rio Rita. And, of course, Aunt Viv sang with a band in college.
Did Aunt Viv really sing with the band?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Viv keeps telling me she could have been another wee Bonnie Baker.
Who is wee Bonnie Baker?
Oh, she was a big singing star. She made her biggest hit when she sang, oh, Johnny, how you can love. Oh, Johnny, heavens above.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
Aye.
Well, you'll understand when you try to explain to your daughter what was so hot about Elvis Presley singing, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Oh, Mom.
Well, you will.
Are you disappointed that you're not in the quartet?
Oh, heavens, no. I couldn't care less.
Well, bye, Mom.
Bye-bye, honey. Don't be too late now.
No, I won't.
Hi, Thelma. Hi, Dorothy.
Where's Grace? Grace isn't coming. We've got terrible news. Tragedy has struck.
What?
Grace has to drop out of the quartet.
Why?
Oh, her husband's company is transferring him to California, and he has to leave right away.
And she has the nerve to want to go along with her husband and 4 children.
Leaving our quartet high and dry.
I never knew a soprano you could trust.
Well, who can we get to take her place?
Yes, who?
Hi, girls.
Hi, Lucy.
Well, I know you have a lot of rehearsing to do, so I'll leave you alone.
Oh, now let's see. There must be someone we can get to take Grace's place in our quartet.
Yeah, but who?
They don't have barbershop trios, do they?
Oh, no. And even if they did, we all sing harmony. We need somebody to take melody.
Yes, we need somebody that'll sing melody. Lucy, we're trying to think of a singer to take Grace's part. So would you please stop all that noise, dear?
Let's see, what other women are in our volunteer fire department? What about Pauline Lopez?
Oh, no, she could never get away with those 7 kids.
That's right. Even before she comes to a fire, she has to find a babysitter.
Listen, what about Barbara Cushing? She's a soloist in our choir. She has a beautiful voice.
But she's not a member of the volunteer fire department.
Oh, that's right.
Good try. Keep thinking.
Where's the fire?
Oh, there isn't any fire, but I know who you can get to replace Grace.
Who?
Well, it's someone who isn't moving to California, and someone who sings melody, and someone who doesn't have any babysitter problem, and someone who is a member of the Women's Volunteer Fire Department.
Who is it? Give us her name.
Down by the old mill stream.
Her name, her name.
Well, if you 3 are so dense, I don't know if I want to be in your darned old quartet.
You?
You? Yes, me. Oh, I don't know, Lucy. What do you think, girls?
Well, now, her voice isn't too bad. It isn't good, but it's not bad.
Well, if we don't take her, we won't be able to go to Albany.
Well, there isn't anybody else. She's better than nothing.
Okay, Lucy, you're in.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, we better start rehearsing.
Yeah, girls, we gotta get rehearsing right now if we're going up to Albany and get a hold of that little old cup. Now, line up right over here. Line up according to size, because that makes the sound a lot better. Well, why did you decide to sing?
Well, actually, we hadn't come to any decision yet.
I still think we should sing Moonlight Bay.
Oh, by the light of the silvery moon has such good harmony.
Yeah, but Red Revved Robin, is that you know, that
Hey, I know. Be My Bumblebee. That's a wonderful old number. Has a great arrangement for quartet. And it's not one of those things like Red Red Robin, you know, everybody and his brother sings.
Lucy.
Well, now, it's really up to you 3 to decide.
Let's try by the light of the silvery moon.
Okay, by the light of the silvery moon. Oh, righty, here's your note, Dorothy. Ready?
Bye.
By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon to my honey our Well, are you gonna sing or not?
I was singing.
You were?
Yes.
Well, I couldn't hear you.
Well,
I couldn't
I was
either.
singing.
Okay, let's try it again. Now sing out.
All right.
Let's go. By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon to my honey our
Now, don't tell me you couldn't hear me that time either.
You sing too soft.
I do not. You 3 sing too loud. Well, I was singing as loud as I could.
It's not how loud you sing, it's how much you project.
Project?
Yes, you gotta throw out your voice.
Well, let's not get nasty.
Oh, listen, girls, let's just forget the whole thing.
Let's forget the whole thing.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Why don't you sing my number? You'll be able to hear me on my number. Be My Bumblebee. I got it right here. Look, Viv, you play that. You sing right there. I sing right here. Here, give me my first note. Okay. You'll be able to hear me on this one. It's a very good arrangement.
Come on.
B, 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 la, 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 B.
Are you ready?
B. Be my little baby bumblebee.
Buzz around, buzz around, buzz around.
Bring home all your honey love to me.
Buzz around, buzz around, buzz around.
Let me spend the happy hours while growing with you amongst the flowers. When we get there, don't else get clean.
Buzz around, buzz around, buzz around.
Be my little baby Bob. Don't tell me you couldn't hear me that time.
Oh, you bet your sweet life we could hear you that time. Don't you think those parts are a little unevenly divided?
You're not admit you could hear me.
Oh, we could hear you, all right.
Well, I don't know about you two, but I'm certainly not going clear up to Albany just to be a buzzer.
That number doesn't need a quartet. All it needs is a soprano and a hive.
I still say we should forget the whole thing.
Let's just forget the whole thing.
Forget it. You want me to
Wait a minute,
Dorothy?
Thelma, what did you say about projecting?
We said you didn't do it.
Well, would it help if I learned how?
Well, sure it would help, but how could you?
Hey, my vocal coach is here in town. I bet he could teach her how to sing properly and to project.
Sure he could.
Well, now, it may be worth a try.
Sure, it's worth a try.
It's our only chance.
Yeah, it's your only chance.
I'll call Dr. Gitterman first thing in the morning.
No, call him right now.
But it's so late.
Well, that's just it. We haven't got a moment to lose. You know how bad I am.
You're right.
How do you do? I'm Dr.
Dr. Gitterman, how do you do? I'm Lucy Carmichael.
Yes, Thelma tells me we've got a little problem. By next week, she wants me to get some power into that little tiny voice of yours.
Oh, well, I don't know that I have such a little tiny voice.
Oh, would you mind giving me a sample?
Down by the old mill stream.
We haven't a moment to lose. Now, the first thing I teach my pupils is correct posture.
Well, but Dr. Gitterman, wouldn't you like to take off your coat?
We haven't got that much time.
Oh, you have time to take off your coat.
First thing I teach my pupils is correct posture.
Yes,
now, let
sir.
me see you stand, please.
Yes, sir.
Is that your posture?
Well, it sure looks like mine.
Well, now, if you want to be a singer, you're going to have to learn to stand up straight. Not quite so stiff. You've got to learn to relax. Yeah, do as I do. Yeah. Now, completely relax your entire body. Imagine yourself a marionette. You have absolutely no control over your actions. Someone is pulling the strings, and you must do exactly as he says. Mrs. Carmichael, what are you doing?
I think there's a new man on the strings.
Well, now that we've got you relaxed, let's get back to your posture. Now stand straight, but remain relaxed.
Yes, sir.
Now that is the correct posture for a singer.
Yes, sir.
Now, the next thing we want to discuss is breathing.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, the breath is most important. The breath, after all, is that power that operates the vocal cords. Where do you breathe?
Oh, anywhere I happen to be at the moment.
Well, the correct placement of the breath on the vocal cords is very important. You see, it's that produces the proper tonal quality.
Yes, sir.
Well, now, sit down over here and relax, please. The breath hitting the vocal cords at exactly the right spot that nature intended will give you a sound like this.
You scared me.
And that's merely a sound I'd like you to imitate. Make it like this. That is very good. You shall promise.
Thank you.
Yes, now, I want you to chew your tongue and hum.
Chew my tongue and hum?
That loosens the vocal cord. Now, at the same time, I want you to think of your voice as an umbrella that closes and opens like this. Now, continue to chew your tongue and hum.
My umbrella wouldn't open.
We'll try the vowels now.
The vowels?
The vowels. A, O, oo. With me, please. A, O, oo. A, O, oo. Fast. A, O, oo. 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 A, O, oo.
That sounded like a train pulling out of the station. You know that sound they make?
I know. Now, I'd like you to try another one. Ooga! Ooga! With me. Ooga! 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 The vowels. Ooga! A, ooga! O, ooga! Ooh, ooga! Ooga! O, ooga! Ooh, ooga! 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 Stop! You're not doing it right at all, Mrs. Carmichael. You're not using your glasses.
I didn't even know I had one.
I'm sorry. Perhaps I've been going along a little too rapidly for you.
Sure have.
Let's try something else now, shall
All
we?
right.
Now, to breathe correctly, you must use the suction power of your lungs.
Yes, sir.
Now, I will tell you what I want you to do. I want you to take a deep breath and hold it. Now, take a very deep breath.
Yes, sir.
Hold it. Deep breath and hold it. Oh.
Hi. Oh, hi, Dr. Gitterman.
Oh, hello, Selma. How are you?
Fine, thanks. I'd like for you to meet the other members. Vivian Bagley. Mrs. Dorothy Boyer.
Well, how's our pupil coming?
Well, I think we can show a little progress.
What's the matter with her?
Huh? Oh, I forgot, Mrs. Carmichael. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about you. And I must say, I'm amazed at how long you were able to hold your breath. You must have very powerful lungs.
Thank you.
All right, we'll do that. And let's show our friends what we've done, huh? All right. Remember everything I've taught you. The posture. Yes, now the relax. Yes, remember the proper breathing. And chew your tongue and hum. And the umbrella. Oh, the correct tonal quality. Now hit this note.
Careful now, don't strain that ooga. Are you nervous, Lucy?
No, why should I be?
Well, it's the first time you've ever sung in public.
Well, I gotta start someplace. Who's that?
Come in.
Hi. Hi. Hurry up. We've got to be at the auditorium in 10 minutes.
Okay.
I understand there are going to be 3,000 people in the audience.
3,000 people.
Oh, Dorothy. Oh, I'm so nervous my knees are knocking together.
I've got butterflies in my stomach.
I've got butterflies and their knees are knocking together.
How are you Lucy, are you all right?
I'll be all right after I faint.
You're not gonna faint.
That's right, I'm not gonna faint.
Good girl.
I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, no, you're not. We've got to get to that auditorium and get dressed.
Oh, 3,000 people?
Oh, don't let that bother you. Think of them as just one person.
Just one person. with 6,000 eyes.
Come on now, Lucy, you just got a little stage fright.
Yeah, I just got a little stage fright.
It's normal to feel nervous.
Yeah, it's normal to feel nervous.
Well, you'll be fine once you step out on that stage and start singing our song.
What song?
The song we're going to sing in the contest in about 10 minutes.
What contest?
She's drawn a blank. Lucy, you know the song we've been rehearsing, By the Light of the Silvery Moon.
By the what?
Oh, by the light of the silvery moon. By the light of the silvery moon.
Ooh, that's a catchy little tune. What is it?
Lucy, come on now. You know how badly you wanted to join our quartet, remember? Now you know that, don't you?
No.
You remember Dr. Gitterman?
No.
Dr. Gitterman, the voice teacher that was going to teach you to sing so you could sing in the contest. Dr. Gitterman. Gitterman, the voice teacher. That's it, the one that taught you that. That's the one, Dr. Gitterman. You're going to sing By the Light of the Silvery Moon in the contest. Oh, that's it now. By the light of the silvery moon. I want she's got moon, honey. You got it, honey. By the light of the silvery moon. Spoon juice. Come on.
Last quartet. From the Danfield Women's Volunteer Fire Department, the 4 Alarms.
Place, park, scene, dark.
Silvery moon is shining through the trees.
Cast, to, me, you.
Sound of kisses floating on the breeze.
Act 1, begun.
Dialogue, where would you like to spoon?
My clue with you.
Underneath the silvery moon.
By the light,
by the light
of the silvery moon.
Silvery moon, silvery moon.
I want to spoon.
Want to spoon, want to spoon.
To my honey I'll
Croon loves you.
Honeymoon,
Honeymoon, honeymoon.
keep a shining in June.
Keep a shining in June. Your silvery beams will bring love's dreams. We'll be cuddling soon. By the silvery moon. The silvery
Come back here. Come on on the stage. Our judges have just handed me their decision, and the winners are from Danfield, the 4 Alarms.
Oh, thank you.
I know that you all join me in wishing the 4 Alarms all the luck in the world when they appear in the national finals in New York City, which will be televised from coast to coast and seen by the entire nation.
The entire nation?
Yes. Now, Lucy. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Oh, no, she'll be great in the finals.